Come on then, come on. Enter the flat, come on. Come in.
The door?
Yes,
Are
come
you
in.
sure?
Come in.
You're
Come in.
Okay.
Come in.
Am I at the right address?
Now, stand there, yes. Good, stand there. I'll introduce you. Hold on, stop.
what do you-
Stand right there.
What is this?
Here we go. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, our next guest tonight has 5 stars on TaskRabbit and a whopping 4.9 stars on Uber Eats. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the set, Jimmy McMahon. Thank you so much, Jimmy. Thank you. Come on. Good to see you. Good to
Clapping. I don't
yes.
see anyone.
Yes, come on. Take a seat. Put this on. Put this. I don't know. We call this lingonberry back where we're from.
What exactly is
Jimmy,
this?
thank you so much for being here. We're so happy to be having you. Now, we want to know, Jimmy. Now, the name, the origin of the name Jimmy. It's a blue collar working name, you know. And we're thinking, you know, King James, Jimothy, James, Jommy, Jom. Where does the name Jim come from?
My grandfather fought in World War II. His name was James.
Right.
Captain
Axis or ally?
Ally, asshole. That's a ridiculous question. But
I don't.
by the way, did I do this properly?
I don't know.
What do you mean
just
you
put it
don't
on.
know?
You just put the lingonberry on you and it just works. Now,
Okay. Well, yeah, do you want me to finish my story or?
No, I don't. Now listen, we're here today talking with you. Now, I needed you to fix my sink, but in the course of figuring the whole situation out, I have saluted the situation. Now, that being said, you don't have to fix my sink anymore, but what you do have to do is this interview. So, I just want to know, how's your day been?
I'm extremely confused. So the sink, was it
The
broken?
sink is fixed.
The sink is
The
fixed.
sink was broken. What was happening was every time I turned the faucet on, there was brown feces-type liquid spewing through the little cork there, you know?
No.
And, well, that's my question, right? So, you don't know what I'm talking about when I'm saying my sink is broken.
You said the
and,
cork. I don't know what the cork of the sink
It's a
is.
cork. It's a drain. The metal cork in the drain. You know what I'm talking about? There's a little chain, and you pull it out, and it
plug.
sucks the
You're
water.
talking
in.
about a plug.
Plug. Yes. All of a sudden, we have a professor vocabulary.
How old is your sink? You have a plug sink?
It's like vintage. You know, it's like when people want to listen to music, so they put those giant fucking vinyls on a record player and it spins around. It's like disgusting. Just open up Spotify and play the whole thing.
When did you buy this place, by the way?
Don't ask. I'm the host. I ask the questions. Now, so I just want to understand. I'm describing a broken sink situation to you. You are a repairman, and you do have 5 stars on TaskRabbit.
I do.
So the question is now, when I'm describing a situation to you and you respond in such a way where you don't understand what I'm saying, where you're like, why is it a plug? Why is it this? Why is it that? Why is it that you can't just get into my head, understand what I'm saying, and then apply your physical and repairman skills in order to fix the sink?
You just you went on a tangent there that I couldn't really follow, but it sounds like you want me to read
Now
your
that's
mind
the problem.
and fix your sink at the same time.
Right, yes.
But your sink is already fixed.
Well, my sink is fixed, so now we've moved on to bigger and better things, but I'm just asking, like...
Is there something else that's broken that I need to fix?
Oh, baby, if I told you what else was broken, we'd be here all day. No, listen, I'm trying to figure out when... And this is not a problem that's, you know, uncommon with people like me, where we have broken appliances in our homes, and we bring repair people over and we explain the situation, and they don't know, like, what we're talking about. And I just want to know, from your perspective, how do you figure out a situation when you're getting the explanation about it, but you just cannot decode what's going on.
Well, you'd be surprised. Most people think that they're helping us when they go step by step into what they think the problem is. But truly, I won't really know what the issue is until I get my eyes on it, because
Yes.
as you've learned today with your whole cork situation, most people don't know the proper terminology.
Yes. Aryan eyes, right? Aryan. As your grandfather was Axis military man,
I'm
correct?
sorry?
We mentioned before, I said Axis or allies. You said Axis powers.
I said allies, asshole. I said allies, asshole. That's exactly what I said.
The allies are assholes. That's what I thought you said. The allies are assholes. I love the Axis powers. That's
What
I
side
thought
are
were
you
saying.
on? Do you have any relatives who fought in World War II?
Why, in fact, I do. They were on the Western Front, of course. They were Frenchmen. Very disgusting. I don't sound French at all, honestly. It skips a generation, you know, the accent. But they were
French?
Frenchmen. Smelly people, you know. Very disgusting. But I personally, as a man of youth, as a man of great distinction, have taken an oath of neutrality, where I do not meddle in the issues of the human world and wars and fights between God knows what ideologies and peoples. I find it disgusting. That being said, though, I heard you say, you know, the Allies are assholes. You took a very strong position for the Axis powers. I was just wondering, you know, given that your grandfather, I would say, fought with, and I look at you, I'm thinking of the Axis powers, Japan probably. Japan, he fought with Japan.
You're close. You're very close, buddy. I'm a little confused by this whole situation.
Yes.
So you've French relatives who fought in World War II,
I've-
but your stance
Yes,
is complete neutrality,
yes.
even though you haven't been alive for a draft situation
Yes.
where you're forced into war.
Well, I have been alive for a draft situation as I wrote a rough draft of an essay in high school.
That's different from being drafted into warfare.
Well, of course. But it is the warfare of the mind, I would say, wouldn't it not be, you know, writing an essay? It's the draft. You know, to be drafting a paper describing a situation you've learned in class. That is almost equivalent to the draft of the military. It brings the same mental strife to your brain. And that's why I feel like I have spiritually been a part of that. But I'm just wondering, you know, since your grandfather fought in the military, do you spiritually find yourself fighting in a similar type of war? Maybe not against humans, but against yourself or your ideologies or any of the sort. If you understand what I'm saying, of course. You seem to be confused by
I don't think
everything
you
I'm saying.
understand what you're saying, but sure, everyone has internal. Do you do this with every repairman that walks into your home?
I do this with everyone who walks into my home, honestly.
I'm just now noticing, and I don't know how, the 7-foot-tall man in the background who's manning these cameras?
Yes. That's
What's that?
That's Joseph. Joseph!
Hey, boy!
Make yourself less
Right
available.
Right Yes, I will indeed.
No one's supposed to notice the 7-foot-tall man in the background. That's Joseph. We don't want to focus on Joseph now.
Does he live with you?
I'm just turning them up, but my arse a little bit, but I will be out, and I will get you that tenner.
Thank you, Joseph. Joseph, I actually found also on TaskRabbit, and I want to get back to that for a second. How long have you been contracting your services to TaskRabbit and various other gig economy apps?
Well, I started out working for a contracting company, and
Yes.
then I took it upon myself to just start doing it on my own.
Contracting company. So you've written a lot of contracts.
I have a question.
Dare I say you've drafted them, but go ahead. Yes, question.
Joseph, this is a question for when were you hired to come out here?
Am I allowed to come back in?
Yes, please come back in, please. It'll make me feel a lot better
Joseph,
if
if
Joseph's
it makes
here.
the guest feel good, come in for a moment. Just come in for a
Please,
moment.
Joseph, please.
Joseph, come in.
I don't want to be no bother.
No,
No
Joseph,
bother at all.
Come in. Just make Joseph. I don't want you making any sudden.
Why is he
movements.
walking like that?
He has a limp. He has a limp.
That's
He-
more than a
What are you
limp.
talking about, my limp?
He tore his ACL.
But his one
He-
arm
he's
is
a-
2.5 feet longer than the other.
That's just that birth defect.
Joseph, when did you get here?
Oh, about, well, it would have had to been about 6 months ago.
And have you left one time?
Well, I mean, I've gone to bed, so like, when I close my eyes, I tend to dream about the outer world and my wife and my kids.
He's a
and
mad hatter, that man is. He's a mad hatter. He doesn't even know what he's saying.
He's a
got-
wife and kids?
The arms are all over the place. The wife and kids. He doesn't.
He's
yeah, everyone's got a wife and kids, as far as I know. You know, you see a person on the street. Oh, I have a wife and kids. I have a wife and kids.
Yeah.
Everyone yaps. Everyone talks. It's not even true sometimes.
I have a wife and kids, and yes, it is
You do
true.
have a wife and kids.
I have a wife and kids.
How
Joseph,
do they feel about your employment on TaskRabbit?
my kids they're very proud of me.
They're very proud of your 5-star rating on TaskRabbit.
Is that sarcastic?
No,
Is that
I'm
slight?
not sarcasm. I'm asking a question. Are they're proud? They see Daddy has a 5-star rating on TaskRabbit. They want more of that. They said, Daddy, come home. We need to see your next 5-star rating on TaskRabbit.
No, my kids don't say that. They don't know what TaskRabbit is, but they know what I do, and they're happy I do it. They're proud of me. Joseph, how tall were you when you got here?
Okay, Joseph, explain. Joseph, he wants to know. Everyone's so pleased with Joseph. Everyone wants to know everything
There's
about
no
Joseph.
one else
Joseph,
here.
Go ahead. Go ahead, Joseph. Tell him.
Well, I mean, it's kind of a tricky way to explain it because I used to be 6 feet and, quite relatively healthy, but, well, he gets a lot of TaskRabbits here and he says that they fix sinks and they fix his pots and
Rubbish.
they fix air conditioners, but really they're just making me into a beast.
Rubbish.
Jesus Christ,
Absolute
no.
rubbish.
Joseph, you're coming with me.
Absolute rubbish.
Joseph, we're going.
Absolute. No. Take a seat. Take that. No. Wait. The beast. Joseph! Damn it, Joseph. You fucked it all up. God damn it. The beast experiments are not doing well. Try to invite people on this show, ask them about their TaskRabbit 5-star ratings. Feed them the potion, give them the antidote. Turn them into the beast. Make them serve me. But alas, foiled again. Join us next time for another interview. We're going to be having Crystal, what's the last name? Smith. Crystal Smith. She has a 3.5-star rating on DoorDash. Can we make it a 5? Join us next time. Thank you.